Article 317, Removal and suspension of a member of a Public Service Commission. This article provides for the removal and suspension of a member of a PSC on the grounds of misbehavior or incapacity. Article 318, Power to make regulations as to conditions of service of members and staff of the Commission. This article provides for the power of the President or the Governor, as the case may be, to make regulations as to the conditions of service of members and staff of the PSCs. Article 319, Prohibition as to the holding of offices by members of Commission on ceasing to be such members. This article prohibits members of the PSCs from holding any office of profit under the Union or a state after they cease to hold office as members of the PSCs. Article 320, Functions of Public Service Commissions. This article provides for the functions of the PSCs, which include conducting examinations for appointments to civil services in posts in the Union and the states, advising the President or the Governor, as the case may be, on matters related to recruitment and conditions of service of civil servants, and conducting disciplinary proceedings against civil servants. Article 321, Power to extend functions of public service commissions. This article provides for the power of the President or the Governor, as the case may be, to extend the functions of the PSCs to other services and posts in the Union and the states. Article 322, Expenses of Public Service Commissions. This article provides for the expenses of the PSCs, which are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India or the Consolidated Fund of a state, as the case may be. Article 323, Reports of Public Service Commissions. This article provides for the submission of annual reports by the PSCs to the President or the Governor, as the case may be, on the work done by them during the previous year. Article 324, Superintendence, Direction, and Control of Elections to be vested in an Election Commission. This article provides for the establishment of an election commission for the conduct of elections to the Parliament, the state legislatures, and the offices of the President and the Vice President. Article 325, No person to be ineligible for inclusion in, or to claim to be included in a special, electoral roll on grounds of religion, race, caste, or sex. This article provides for the right of every citizen of India who is not less than 18 years of age to be included in the electoral rolls for the conduct of elections. Article 326, Elections to the House of the People and to the Legislative Assemblies of States to be on the basis of adult suffrage. This article provides for the conduct of elections to the House of the People and the Legislative Assemblies of States on the basis of adult suffrage, that is, every citizen of India who is not less than 18 years of age is entitled to vote. Article 327, Power of Parliament to make provision with respect to elections to legislatures. This article provides for the power of Parliament to make laws with respect to the conduct of elections to the Parliament and the state legislatures. Article 328, Power of Legislature of a state to make provision with respect to elections to such legislature. This article provides for the power of the state legislatures to make laws with respect to the conduct of elections to the state legislatures. Article 329, Bar to interference by courts in electoral matters. This article provides for the bar on the jurisdiction of courts in electoral matters, which means that no court can interfere in matters relating to the preparation of electoral rolls, conduct of elections, or disputes arising out of elections. Article 330, Reservation of seats for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the House of the People. This article provides for the reservation of seats for scheduled castes, SCs, and scheduled tribes, STs, in the Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament. The number of reserved seats for SCs and STs is determined on the basis of their population. Article 331, Representation of the Anglo-Indian community in the House of the People. This article provides for the representation of the Anglo-Indian community in the Lok Sabha. The President is authorized to nominate 2 members of the community to the Lok Sabha, if in his/her opinion, the community is not adequately represented in the House. Article 332, Reservation of seats for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes in the legislative assemblies of the states. This article provides for the reservation of seats for SCs and STs in the state legislative assemblies. The number of reserved seats for SCs and STs is determined on the basis of their population in the state concerned. Article 333, Representation of the Anglo-Indian community in the legislative assemblies of the states. This article provides for the representation of the Anglo-Indian community in the state legislative assemblies. The governor is authorized to nominate one member of the community to the legislative assembly of the state concerned, if in his/her opinion, the community is not adequately represented in the assembly. Article 334, Reservation of seats and special representation to cease after a period of 60 years. This article provides for the reservation of seats for SCs, STs, and representation of the Anglo-Indian community to cease after a period of 60 years from the commencement of the Constitution. However, this provision has been amended several times to extend the period of reservation. Article 335, Claims of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes to services and posts. This article provides for the claims of SCs and STs to services and posts under the Union and the states. The government is required to consider their claims on merit and in accordance with the provisions of law. Article 336, Special provision for Anglo-Indian community in certain services. This article provides for the special provision for the recruitment of members of the Anglo-Indian community in certain public services, which is similar to the provision for reservation for SCs and STs. Article 337, Special provision with respect to educational grants for the benefit of Anglo-Indian community. This article provides for the special provision for educational grants to members of the Anglo-Indian community. Article 338, National Commission for Scheduled Castes. This article provides for the establishment of a National Commission for Scheduled Castes to investigate and monitor all matters relating to the safeguards provided for SCs under the Constitution. Article 339, Control of the Union over the administration of scheduled areas and the welfare of scheduled tribes. This article provides for the control of the Union over the administration of scheduled areas and the welfare of scheduled tribes, STs. The President can issue directions to the governor of a state regarding the administration of scheduled areas in the state.